Hi everyone. So I had posted a video about a month ago about the new budgie I got. Um, this is Jasper. He's being a little bit of a food whore right now. Um, so I had posted the video and the cage was not exactly to my liking. Like, a lot of toys and everything. I was just kind of waiting to let him get used to the cage. I didn't want to overwhelm him with everything. So I let him wait and get used to everything, like get used to the cage and me being around him before I switched out perches and everything. Um, so I'm just going to show you the cage, what it's like now, and let's get started. So when I had gotten this cage originally, I bought this cage about 3 or 4 years ago while I was still in high school for my two budgies. So, the sales clerk said, if you're going to have two budgies, this is the standard size. And this is within the size requirements, but it's in the requirements for one budgie. So, looking back, I didn't have any experience with owning birds, so I didn't know that then. But now I do, and I am going to stay with just one parakeet, just because I don't want him to bond too much with the other bird. I want him to be bonded with me. So, sorry, sweetie. I got to open the cage a little bit. Okay, so when I had first bought the cage, it had two plastic perches. It was just like a standard cage. So it just had a plastic perch here and then one in the back, like higher up, where he is right now. And I didn't like that he only had one type of perch to stand on, like, 'cause budgies are on their feet all the time, and so they need to have, variety. So it also just did not appeal to me visually. So I got him a rope perch. And before, I was a little bit skeptical about this because he likes to chew on things, and so I was nervous about him chewing and the rope getting frayed and him, like, choking on a string or getting his foot caught in one. But he has, there's a little feather there. He has chewed on it, but so far the rope has been standing up to him very well. So, this is a good investment. I highly recommend anyone who thinks about getting a rope perch for their birds, do it. Like, unless you have maybe a macaw, and then you're going to need something a bit stronger, I think, because I don't know if this will stand up to a macaw's beak as well as it can deal with the parakeets, because parakeets don't have a very strong beak. And then I also got, the second perch I got is a wooden perch, and I think it's a fur. I'm not sure. It's actually two perches in one. The one perch actually is only about the length of half of the cage, so I had to get two, and he's standing on the division right now, but if you can see a little bit of lightning, that's where the division is. So, so I also got him a happy hut, and he doesn't really use it a lot. He does sometimes, but if you have a female bird, or like I think any female bird really, if you have a female, I don't recommend getting a happy hut because you can encourage egg laying in her, and that can lead to a risk of egg binding, which can kill her, and so it causes a lot of problems. So if you want your budgies to breed, do not give them an egg box, whether or not you want them to breed. If you want them to breed, get them a proper nesting box, because this will not provide the kind of warmth and stability that baby birds need. So, he has the same water and seed cups that came with the cage. They used to have covers on them, but I noticed that they didn't really, like, none of my birds have ever paid attention to anything with the covers. So I removed the covers several years ago, actually. I haven't used them since. And he is eating seed. I don't feed my birds pellets. I tried converting them a few years ago. It just didn't work out, and, it didn't seem appealing. But I do need to get him started on fruits and vegetables too. An all-seed diet will greatly shorten the lifespan of your budgie. Budgies are really susceptible to obesity and tumors and everything, and seeds are really, really high in fat. And so I am trying to get him to eat fruits and veggies. There were some fruits in his cage earlier, but I took them out just because they start to grow bacteria really quickly. But he hasn't really picked up on them yet. He won't. Budgies don't eat what they don't recognize as food. Like, I don't think under normal circumstances they will. So it's going to take a lot of patience on my part before, and, a lot of curiosity on his before he decides to try it. So, but under no circumstances am I encouraging an all-seed diet, even though right now that's basically what he's got going. It's not for lack of trying on my part. So, anyways, I also have a cuddle bone here. This is basically a mineral like calcium block. It's just for like extra supplement and everything. So, there's a little bit of poop on the perch. I have to clean that off. All birds, like all budgies at least that I know of, they need this. It helps to reduce any health problems, and I'm doing what I can to reduce health problems in my bird, especially because there is no avian vet in my area. The closest one is 2 hours away. I'd like to have to avoid that trip. So, the last thing I'm going to show you is the mite protector I have. My budgie does not have, Jasper does not have mites. He lets me hold him, and he lets me actually, scratch his head and everything, so I'm able to inspect him. And I haven't seen any sign of mites. So, but I did notice before he was scratching his head a lot, just a little bit more than I thought was normal. And so I went ahead and got him a protector just for, a precaution. And, I don't know if it's just me, but I have noticed he's scratching his head a lot less. And so maybe it's because he's letting me do it for him now, actually. That might be it. Anyways, so this is the cage. And I think it's a little bit, I still feel like he could use a bigger one. I want to definitely get him the biggest cage I can get, I can afford, but I don't have a stand right now that could fit that cage, so because we don't hang our cages, just because we have children in our house a lot, my niece and nephew will come over. I'm really worried about, a cage falling and, hitting one of them. It's a liability issue. It's just dangerous for everybody. It's messy. So, we don't hang our cages, and so until I can get a stand that'll fit a big cage, I'm not gonna look into buying one. But, anyways, so that is his cage. He's pretty chill right now while he's looking around. I'm going to do a separate video about the toys I have, because I have these toys, and then I have, a whole basket of them waiting here. So, just, rate, comment, subscribe if you want. I don't know, I don't make videos very often, so it might not be a big issue. But, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope it helped you learn some stuff about, budgies, if you want to own any, or if you have any, but you need a little bit of help. So, thumbs up for birds. I don't know, I'm awkward. Okay, I will talk to you all later. Bye-bye.